Okay folks, we're out on another interesting one today. Bees up here in this corner soffit at the top of this stone pillar, and two-story job, whatever. I'll be up at the top of the ladder all day, which hopefully won't go too bad, or I say all day, as long as it takes me. But just show you what I did real quick here. They had this little tree right where I need to set my ladder, and so I'd have been crawling all over this thing and scratching me the whole time. So what I did was I actually took some ratchet straps, wrapped the tree up like you would if you're going to transport it, and then tied it back around the post just to kind of keep it pulled back out of my way. So hopefully I can set the base of my ladder right about here and go right up over the top of that tree and not have it interfering with me. But I'm gonna try to work quick because right now I'm working in the shade, but the sun's gonna be peeking over that roof at any minute. And just got all my tools and stuff scattered out here, so we're gonna get it set up and get to work. All right, let's see if we can crawl up here and start doing some demo work. Just for the record, I'm wearing my suit not because I'm scared, but because I'm up high on a ladder, and I darn sure don't want to get run off the ladder. So if they prove up to be gentle, I'll probably end up taking it off. But starting out and not knowing, we're gonna have it on. Oh buddy, this is what I was afraid of. They're not up in the soffit, they're down inside the stone. And that's real stone, that's not even a fascia. So, I'm gonna call the client, let him know that we're gonna be breaking stone, or taking stone out, and see if that changes his mind about the removal. I'm happy to still do it, but I need to let him know that we're gonna be taking out stones, because that's a big change in the scope of things. Okay, sounds like we're taking out stone. I've done brick, never done full natural stone, but same concept. I'll cut the grout lines and pop it out and take down stone by stone, enough that I've got space to see in there and work and get them all out. Well, never mind. My helper showed up, and I'm making a video. He showed up just in time to start loading tools. So I talked to the homeowner's wife. She said go for it. Talked to the husband, and he said, well, I mean, you know, when you look at the cost of, you know, extra cost of removing stone, extra cost of replacing stone, they want me to shut it down, and they're going to see about an extermination, which is fine. You know, I've told you guys, you know, my status is always, I can't win them all, can't save them all, and if they prefer to exterminate, that's their, you know, their decision, it's their money. So I'm not complaining. I'll still get paid today, you know, for a trip charge basically to come out here and try, and I appreciate that they did try. They wanted to do the right thing, but I also understand the struggles of, you know, trying to find a contractor to come out and do a good job to patch things up. So what's going to happen when they exterminate, the combs are actually inside the column here, and so if beetles and stuff do get in there and make a mess and your combs collapse, they're just going to fall down inside the column, and they're going to run out through the weep holes here on the patio. And I've explained all that to the homeowner as far as how that'll work, and you know, he's comfortable with, you know, having to wash off his patio for a couple weeks whenever that starts to happen, if it happens, and then of course buttoning everything back up. So, you know, shame we couldn't save these, but that's okay. There's always more to do. Okay, just kidding. We're we're gonna do it after all. So luckily the homeowner called me back. I hadn't rigged anything down yet, so I've got my helpers climbing up there just to take a look at things again, but everything should, smoker's still lit and tools are still hooked up, so we're gonna get up here and start cutting and removing some stone.
So do you think if you fell, you would break your leg or something?
Depends on which way you fall. A lot of people don't realize how frail stone and brick actually is.
It's very pretty though.
Oh, it's very pretty, and it's very durable from, you know, from a impact standpoint, you know. Hail hits it or whatever, or, you know, kids are bouncing balls off of it. It holds up very, very well. But you can also take it down pretty easy.
You want to throw that down? Or you want me to take it or?
Because it's just the mortar. The mortar is designed to fail. The mortar is the material, you know, in between bricks and stones. It's designed to fail, so that if you ever did have shifting, the mortar would break out before the stone. Yeah. All right, so we got the one stone out. That was easy because it was on top and kind of unconfined. The second one's a bigger stone and it's buried a little bit, so it's giving us a little bit more trouble. But I was actually getting wore out. My arms were getting sore, so I sent Zaykeese up there to, you know, give me a little break here. So hopefully he'll get the rest of it chipped out. You know, and we're just working around the edges on the mortar itself, so we're not damaging the block itself at all, just the mortar. And just working around the edges, and hopefully we get this second stone out, and that's enough that we can work. If not, we may have to pull this third one over here. Oh, that one right there, which I really don't want to because it's longer. It goes over about a foot to the right there, so it'll take some work to get it out too. Hopefully with just these two, that's enough we can get in there and do everything, but we shall see. Okie dokie, here they are. We had to pull out just two stones. That first one that was there, this bigger one here, and looking down inside, that's the bottom of the combs right there. So we should be able to work with this just fine. Kind of funny what they've done to this Tyvek. They got nice white plastic Tyvek house wrap, and they've shredded it into a fine fiber to try to have more space. So anyway, a whole bunch of pollen right there. But we got them opened up, and we're gonna get the vat going and start cutting combs. Start cutting that comb. You want to try to cut out pieces that aren't huge, but they're big enough to strap them back to frames, right? So a lot of people think it's cool to take out a big piece this big, you know, and it is, but it's paying enough. Take out pieces that's just big enough to fit the frame. And then it's eyeball, you just trim them a little bit. I'm just trying to take the bottom off of stuff that I know we got kind of small. More combs here, and then we'll trim this bucket down. I'll have to get it done. Looks like I saw one king cell here. I haven't looked at that big yet, but I have more. Any through? Not yet. I'm not fine, I think, though. Out like that. There's going to be bees on that side. There's going to be bees running around just exposed. Take this hole, hold out to the side where it's out of the way. Don't expect real quick before you get through it up to that swing. That's why I always cut a piece, hold off the side. Okay. So while Zaykeese is up there working on cutting some more combs, I've got a bucket full here that I've already brought down to show you how we strap them. So it's important when you're cutting out combs to try to cut a piece big enough, tall enough, that it'll fit in the height of your frame. Width is not so important, but what you don't want is a little 3-inch strip of comb down here on the bottom, and the bee's got to try to fill the top up above it like that. It just doesn't work very well. So I intentionally cut these out a little bit tall to make sure I'd have to trim them again. And then we just go along the edge here. A little gap is okay, you know, 1/2 inch or whatever. The bees will fill that in. So I just use my lid for a cutting board. That little scrap, it's not wasted. It'll all melt down. It's also important to make sure you maintain what's top and bottom. This curvature shows you that this narrow end was the bottom. Now you can also look and hold the comb in the end like this. Look for which way the cells are sloping up. It's hard to see, but you want to make sure that the combs go back in upright. What is that mess?
It fell off the thing.
Anyway, Zaykeese is a rookie. He's messing everything up. So, once you get her cut to fit in there, now this hive isn't all that big, so we're not going to be able to transfer any more than about 5 of these combs probably. So I'm not going to worry about filling in the rest of this space. You could, no problem. If you want to put, you want to squeeze 2 combs side by side, that's great. That's just fine. But the hive's not that big from what I can see. I found a couple old queen cells, like maybe they swarmed. So right now our focus is just on trying to move a little bit of the honey, a little bit of the pollen, and brood if we can find it. This first comb that I did here, there is some larvae toward the bottom of it, as you can see. I did pull out one comb that had some eggs in it, but it's brand new, real soft comb, and we don't want to transfer that because we don't want it to collapse in the hive. So that's that. We've got 2 combs done. I'm looking for ideally at least 1 comb with some eggs, 1 comb with some cat brood, and 1 comb with some honey to fill out this box. That'd be perfect. Well, we had to revert to the repellent in the end just to run them out of here. So now we've got the classic organized chaos. I sprayed the repellent all in behind them and started running them out, and so now they're just flying all over the place. We're waiting for them to start settling down and clumping on something. We'll keep vacuuming them up. There's 1 more comb back in there that kind of goes up and around behind, and I felt up on it. There's no bees on it. They've already gotten off of it, so I just need to reach up there and pull it out. Just a chunk of honey. And yeah, then we'll just start picking things up as much as we can and vacuuming bees until we get them all sucked up. Still haven't seen the queen. We found eggs, not a whole lot of young brood and no cat brood. And I did find some signs of older queen cells, so I think they may have swarmed recently. But we'll keep looking and keep hunting and try to find her. But if not, at least we've got the eggs, so we'll be okay.